Today, we're going over the latest and greatest for the console edition of Rust. We've got the first emergency patch in early access. We have some questions and statements from D11, and we have the whole catastrophe that happened with launch. We're going to be covering it all because this is the video for that. And if you're a Rust console player, you need to watch this video because some of these statements are probably things that you're wondering about, and it's going to explain it. So let's skip all the BS and get right into it. But actually, first, I am sponsored by Nitrito. If you use the link down below, it helps my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Right now, I don't have a job, so any money that comes in is nice to see. It takes a little bit of stress off and helps me know that I can focus a little bit more time on this rather than looking for jobs and getting ghosted by AI. Anyways, let's jump into questions because I think that's what people are going to be wondering about first. So first off, the Xbox disc version. The free upgrade for the disc version should now work as intended. Also, it should work for pretty much everybody. If the game's not working for you, and you're not on PlayStation got screwed. They're still getting screwed. You all are in you're behind the dumpster and something bad's happening, right? But like for Xbox, people who bought it on the PlayStation full price, you all should be in early access if you played for the Deluxe or Ultimate Edition. If you're still having issues, make sure you comment to D11, jump on their Discord, or if nothing else, like I've got a Discord link down below, get in touch with me and I'll try to help. Next up, they said vending machines. The names on vending machines is something that keeps getting abused, so you can no longer name vending machines. This is what happens, people. If you take advantage of things, they get taken away from you. This is why I can't get free candy anymore. They put a security guard at the store entrance. Anyways, FPS target for each mode. They said the FPS target is 60 FPS, which is a little weird to me because I feel like Series S and Series X should be a little bit different. Like X, I feel like should be getting more FPS. Same with the PlayStation 5, to be honest, especially if S is supposedly hitting 60. But it is what it is. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something weird's going on. If you're wondering too, the gameplay you're watching is from the Series S. It's my gameplay. That's why it's not that great. The military tunnels are going to be disabled for the first wipe. They're going to be enabled for wipes after. So if there's any bugs in the military tunnels, we have yet to find them because D11, probably rightly so, is keeping them hidden. And then next month, there's going to be some bugs, and I'll make a video about that. Early access weekly wipe. The BPs will not be wiped for the first week of early access on weekly servers. So if you're on a weekly server, it's going to be a 2-week server instead of a 1-week server. If you're on a community server, people can still do whatever the F they want. Skins and coins missing. The issue is already raised with the platform, and it's under investigation. D11 said, don't worry, they're going to get the skins back to you, and I really do believe that. Like, they've been very good about stuff like that. D11 has not been good about releases. They've been good about releases as far as like it's been horrible. I was gonna make some comparisons. I was gonna make some like apt jokes, and then I realized like this is not the world that we live in anymore. I'm not making those jokes. Anyways, but yeah, D11, they're very good about getting you what you're owed, but they're also very bad about early access. Giving things when they say they're going to give them, and basically keeping a game running in a way that keeps players from getting mad. But to be honest, people get mad about everything nowadays. So what can you do? So the new update that was launched, let's go into that because that one's pretty good. It fixes a lot of stuff. So flying vehicles no longer stutter when piloting them. The pilots still do stutter sometimes because some of you are pretty antisocial. They fixed an issue that could cause a parachute to drop through terrain when landing. That's always good. You can no longer parachute through terrain. And I don't know if you can shoot up through the terrain, but it could also be a bug. They fixed an issue causing the player's body to drop through the terrain when they die. There's no way they fix that. Like, that still happens on the PC version of Rust. That's happened as long as I've played Rust. I've been playing since 2019. So they said they fixed it. They probably fixed some issues with that, but it's probably still going to be happening. They fixed an issue causing the attack heli to attack other NPC scientists. I actually love that. That was a feature, not a bug in my opinion. I want to see a scientist and a helicopter duking it out, so D11 put that one back in. Storage adapters no longer turn invisible upon rejoining a server while near them. That's pretty good. It would be cool if they turned invisible for everybody else. That would be what we call a premium DLC. Building privileges no longer persist upon exiting TC range, so you can't just exit the TC range, still building privileges and build all over the map, which is always a good thing. And it does make me wonder how much testing D11 did, because if we're being honest, like I know they tested a lot, but at the same time, like early access failed. That's one of the first things you test would be if players can get what they're expecting. Maybe Xbox, maybe PlayStation didn't give them the ability to do that, but you think at least one dev would have been like, hey, let's just jump on early and see if this works. Maybe they could have given themselves some like Ultimate Deluxe Edition that comes out 14 days early for early access and see these issues ahead of time. That would have been really awesome. I don't know if they could have done it, but then just the way they've handled it overall has been pretty bad. You do get 500 Rust coins if you're on PlayStation and got screwed, but that's really not that much, and a lot of people are still upset about it because there's a lot of people who paid for early access, but they don't really care about skins. In that case, D11 should give them their money back, and if you're getting the free upgrade, you can't really complain that much. Like, you're not getting for free what everybody else is, and that does suck, but at the same time, you are still getting it for free. Like, if someone gives you a steak dinner and someone else gets Dom Perignon, do you really complain, or do you just eat the steak and be happy they got free steak? Anyways, enjoy your steak, and until next time, peace. Also, Nitrado link, use it because that really does help the channel. It's really great to see, and I do appreciate all the support that some of you true OGs have put into that already. Until next time, peace.